Welcome back to Moving Cardboard. So it's time to play Watcher in the Water. This is a long time coming, obviously. I apologize for coronavirus. So this scenario is a doozy. The very first time I played it, I got completely lost on it, maybe turn 1 or 2. And it's kind of swingy, really, because I've won it more often than not, but you can get these draws that will just destroy you. And the last game I just played before filming this, I lost almost immediately. It just, I even had a great opening hand. I had an amazing opening hand. I had Steward of Gondor, and I had Legacy of Durin. So I had card draw and resource acceleration off the bat. I had both of those down on turn 2, and then I lost on turn 3. So there's no guarantees in this. I gotta say also, I'm getting a little bit bored with this dwarf deck. I really want to just build a completely new deck, but I'm not sure that there are enough pieces playing progression style the way I'm playing to do that right now. I don't know. So I'm probably going to be back to the drawing board, but we'll see. Nothing against the dwarf deck. I mean, it's fine, or the deck that I have, but it just kind of, it's doing the same thing. This has been tweaked, obviously, and we'll just see what happens. So okay, so 1A. Let's get into this part. Elrond has asked you to scout the mines of Moria on your return to Lorien, hoping to discover if it is the source of increased orc activity along the Misty Mountains. So I remove the Watcher and Doors of Durin, set them aside. Those guys, you kind of get to see them ahead of time, so they'll be set aside. And I will draw my 6 cards. Longbeard, Gandalf, Unexpected Courage, good to have that early. You really need this, very important. 5, another Gandalf, 2, 3, 4. Not that great. And it's, well, I have sneak attack. I guess I'll keep it because this card is very important. In fact, I thought about tweaking the deck a little bit more to put Dunedain Watcher in the deck for more cancellation, but I didn't. But I really like having these two and having that combo, so I'll just keep this, whatever. Alright. So, 1B. Your approach is blocked by a dark lake that slumbers beneath the face of the cliffs. You must search for a way around the water. I need 13 progress, and I need to now reveal cards from the encounter deck and add them until there's at least twice the number of players in my game in threat. So 2, so probably the first card. I don't think there's any 1 threat cards in here. Oh God. This card is exactly the card that will destroy you. Man, do I have resources yet? I don't think so, because I'm in setup. You don't get your resources till you start your turn. So I have to discard the top of the encounter deck. If the discarded card is a tentacle enemy, add it to the staging area and raise threat by 5. Threat's no big deal as much in this scenario because most of these tentacles have really low threat thresholds anyway, so. Okay, thankfully it does not have a tentacle. Actually, this is awesome because it's another copy of Stagnant Creek. So this has been discarded. I think this is the worst card in the deck because of what it can do to you. Okay, so now I will get my resources and draw. I draw a Hasty Stroke, so I've got both varieties of cancellation. It's not the greatest opening hand, actually, but it'll have to do. So I'm going to send Biffer. I'm going to send Biffer and Dwalin, so I'm going to quest for 5. in my quest phase, and I will reveal Knees of the Mountain. If it's in the staging area, then it gains forced after an enemy engages a player. It gets +1 attack till the end of the round. So I don't like that. So I think I want to. So we got 5, and I quested for 5. So it's just nothing. So I think I'll travel to the Knees of the Mountain, because that can be devastating. And that will be the first round. Round 2, 28. What do I draw? Legacy of Doran, okay. Let me give myself some resources. It's too bad I don't have any dwarves in hand. No, I do have a dwarf, but he's also green. He's the map maker. So do I want to even... I don't think I even want to play Legacy of Doran in that case. I think I'd rather try to play the map maker. Let's see here. I want to play Unexpected Courage on Dane for those. And Biffer will take a resource, and I'll play the map maker. Alright, and let's go questing. So I'll quest for 5 again, I think. Questing for 5, I should have left a resource there. I'm probably going to regret it. Yeah, I'll quest for 5, sure. See what I get. Bitter Wind, the first player has to discard 3 resources from every hero he controls. Well, I only have 1 resource. That could have been worse. 5 minus 3 is 2, so I place 2 progress tokens on the Knees of the Mountain. Not bad. Not a bad turn. So we're going to move on to turn 3. See what happens, and I'm going to draw another Test of Will. Okay, so I like that. I like that. I'm doing okay. I don't have a dwarf to play. I don't have to play Legacy of Durin yet. I need to save his resource for sure. I might want to use Sneak Attack Gandalf. I'll wait and see what comes out. So I'm going to... Let's see, the likelihood is that, you know, one enemy will come out, so I could theoretically quest with Dwalin as well. I'll try that. So I'm going to quest for 2, 4, plus 3, 7. Doomed 5. Disturbed Waters, Doomed 5. Straight up. And it's got some good flavor text. There came a soft sound, a swish, followed by a plop, as if a fish had disturbed the still surface of the water. Turning quickly, they saw ripples, black-edged with shadow in the waning light. Great rings were widening outwards from a point far out in the lake. There was a bubbling noise, and then silence. Great stuff. So my threat goes from 29 to 34. Now, basically anything in the deck will encounter me. The highest encounter threshold card is 32, so but I quested for 7, minus 3 is 4, so 1 goes here and 3 will carry over, and now I will travel to the Stagnant Creek. So that will be that. If I get a tentacle, I'm going to sneak attack it. So let's move on. Well, okay, so actually it is kind of scary that I got Doom 5 because I took Galadrim the Greeting out. Basically because these tentacles, that there's 16 of them, they have threat thresholds of 12 and 18, so they're going to attack you anyway. It's not like you can lower your threat enough. However, I'm 15 away, so I need to just, well, I just need to not fail any quests. And let's draw. Got another map maker. And I'll get my resources. I don't think I'm going to play any cards. You know, I got a dwarf so I can get a card, but I don't have enough resources for any of that kind of stuff. Gonna hold on to my cancellation, and I'm gonna hold on to my sneak attack Gandalf for a tentacle. Okay, so I'm going to quest with these three guys again for 7. I could quest with Dane, but I want to keep him because with this he could defend and attack. I'd rather. Maybe I should just quest with him anyway, so that would be 9. I'll do that. So I'll quest, I'll do that, but I'll use unexpected courage to ready him. So I'm going to quest for 9. 2, 4, 6, yeah, 9. Perilous Swamp is 4. No more than 1 token can be placed on it each round. So that's annoying. So it's a good thing I quested for 9. 9 minus 4 is 5, so that'll be 3, and 2 will carry over. So I'll put a big square, a big cube. Still only got 5. Still have some ways to go. I'm working my way around the lake to get to the door. I'll travel to the Perilous Swamp because I don't want to fail any quests, any quest phases. So I'm already at 36 now, turn 5. And still no combat. I don't like that. I'm thinning out the deck. Thinning out the deck. I need to draw tentacles. And I get a Hammersmith this turn. Let's get myself some resources. Okay, so I think now is going to be the time we're going to play Biffer. Will take a resource from Dane. Oh man, no, I'm going to wait before I do that. I can do that as an action. I don't need to commit to that right now. I'm going to play Legacy of Durin, and I will play Erebor Hammersmith, and I'll tap Legacy to draw a card. That's what Legacy of Durin does, and I draw a Dwarven Tomb. Okay, I don't need that card yet. Biffer will steal one of his resources. I didn't want to do it yet because I didn't know if I would draw. There's no reason, really. Okay, so let's get moving. I'm going to quest with these folks. Yeah, I don't think there's any surge in this encounter. I can't remember. It's good to not remember, I guess. 2, 4, 6 plus 3, 9. Quest for 9 again, and that's not really necessary. I can only put 1 on there, so I'm going to hold the Hammersmith back. 2, 4. Quest for 7. Okay, Wrapped. The first player, this is one of those nasty cards. The first player attaches Wrapped to a hero he controls. So a tentacle will wrap. It's got the tentacle keyword also. So it's going to wrap one of my heroes up. It counts as the tentacle attachment. Limit 1 per hero. Attached hero cannot exhaust or ready. And at the end of the round, discard attached hero from play. Or in combat, I can exhaust a hero I control without a tentacle attachment to discard Wrapped. So actually, there's not any enemies, so it's safe, because I would cancel this with with Test of Will, but I'm actually going to attach this to Biffer. I'll put one. I can only put one on Perilous Swamp. The rest aren't going to carry over. Next turn, excess will carry over, but now I believe that's going to block anything from going beyond that. So during the combat phase, there's not going to be any engagement, right? But I can exhaust Dane to remove this attachment. If there were enemies out here, I would have just canceled it because, you know, for reasons. Okay, so moving. Okay, this play is going fine. I think I'm going to just win this one. It feels like I'm going to win it. 37, but like that's my timer. My timer is going to be my problem. Okay, I draw Boffer. Okay, it's just looking better. A great card. So now if I do his quest action, then I'm not playing him, I'm putting him into play. So I won't draw a card off of him. So do I want to play another dwarf? Probably. I probably want to do this and then spend all three of those to play this guy, because it's when I play a dwarf that I get to tap Legacy and draw Gildor. I don't really need Gildor. So for my quest phase, I'm going to spend a resource to put Boffer into play. The way I do this is I put a resource on him to show that he's in play because of the quest action. That's how I do that. And I'll also, it's probably overkill, 2, so 3, 6, 7, 8, I've got 10. I don't even need that much. And it won't hurt though. I'll do 12. I'll go crazy. And there's a tentacle. 12 minus 2 is 10. I did 12, right? 2, 4, 6. Yeah. So that's 10. So, okay, so it's going to get really interesting now, right now. So I'm 10 over, 1 goes here, and then the other 9 go here, and I already have 5. So that's actually going to resolve this stage of the quest to 2. The Seething Lake. The others swung around and saw the waters of the lake seething, as if a host of snakes were swimming up from the southern end. That's a quote from the Fellowship of the Ring. And so the doors of Durin are blocked by an ancient spell. You must figure out a way into the mines before the seething bog and the Watcher consumes you all. Seething Lake, I need 5. When revealed, add the Watcher in the water to the staging area. Doors of Durin becomes the active location. Moving any previous active location, shuffle all tentacle cards in the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. So I need to get the 5, and I need 3 victory points. So Doors of Durin is my active location. And I think there's only 1 tentacle card in the discard. That. Yep. Okay, so I need to, oh man, the problem is I don't have my encounter deck manipulation cards. That's the scary thing. This is going to be tough. I might have to try to kill the Watcher. So, okay, but here's the problem. So I could use Gandalf for his damage effect. He does only 4 damage, though. He's got 9 hit points. This guy has regenerate 2, so at the end of every round he heals 2 hit points off, so you have to do a lot of damage, and his defense is 7, so it's nuts. And obviously to attack him you have to engage him, and he hits for 5. So I mean, if I had multiple sneak attacks in my hand, you know, if I had all 3 sneak attacks in my hand, I could take him out. Even if I had 2, I could do 8 damage, and then like next round, yeah, I don't know, but I don't have enough. I do have 3 plays, but I don't have enough resources. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So he's very scary, and he can't be optionally engaged if there's another tentacle enemy in play. And if he's in the staging area at the end of the combat phase, I have to deal 3 damage to a character, so he's going to just kill a character every turn, basically. It just deal damage. I was saving the sneak attack to just kill this thing with Gandalf. It's a little bit inefficient because he has 4 damage versus 3 hit points, but when this is attacked, I discard a card. If it's a tentacle enemy, then it becomes attached. It basically wraps somebody, and their attack and defense is 0. So, well, it's time for engagement checks. So this tentacle does come down here. So I kind of don't want to attack it. Yeah. Do I want to sneak attack Gandalf and deal 4 damage to the Watcher? If I did that, then next turn I could play Gandalf, do 4 more damage, so I'm up to 8, but he's going to heal. So the only way to really do that is if I had more sneak attacks. Otherwise, I would play the cards and it would eventually heal. So I need to wait until I have enough resources to be able to sneak attack Gandalf and then play Gandalf the next turn, be able to consistently do 4 damage a turn. And he's healing 2, so basically doing 2 damage a turn. If I had multiple sneak attacks, I could play him multiple times in the same round. But I don't have that right now. Okay, so this thing's attacking. Bofur goes back to my hand. It's attacking. Dane will defend and then ready himself. I'm going to give this thing a shadow card. Remove a progress token from the current quest. There are none, so that's okay. 3/3, he's good. So do I want to attack this thing? He could attack it, but he couldn't even kill it. So, no. I will not attack the grasping tentacle. Do I want to take the gate action? No, I want to wait till I have quest points down. Okay, so let's just move on to the next turn. I'm up to 38 threat. It's getting up there. It's getting up there. What do I draw? Test of will. Okay. It's nice to get these, but I haven't needed them. Resources. Okay. I'm going to do that. Let's see here. 5, 4 is 9. I want to just get that taken care of so I don't have to worry about that. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Minus 9 is 3, so if I draw anything with threat 3 or less, then I've maxed that, so I'm good. So I think that that's how I will leave that for the time being. Biffer is going to take one of those as well. So let's see what I draw. Ooh. Okay, so this is just the wrapped hero cannot exhaust or ready as a combat action. So I'm just going to do that again, put it on Biffer. And so I have enough to complete that. Because I had 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minus 4 is 8. So I actually have 8 on there to make sure I keep them right. Okay, so I could, you know, go crazy and discard my whole hand. But I don't know about the letter distribution. Okay, so let's fight here. So Dane's going to defend and then ready himself. Dwalin. Okay, so let's see. Attacking enemy is +1/+3 instead of its tentacle, so it's swinging for 6. So I am canceling that. Hasty stroke. Screw that. I mean, he could take the hit, but I'll just go ahead and cancel it. And then in my combat phase, so I wonder, well, first he's going to attack. That, and so he's attacking for 3. It's not a tentacle card, thankfully. Oof. So he actually, 3, he kills the tentacle. That's good. And then Dane will exhaust to peel this tentacle off of Biffer. Biffer, he's just reading, he's not paying attention. He's reading his book. And I don't, man, this is, I don't want to do that until I can control the deck. Otherwise it's just throwing cards away. But I might be forced into doing it. Turn 8, because it's 39 threat now. Please draw the card. Now it's a Miner of the Iron Hills. Well, you know what I'm going to do then? I'm going to play him just so I can draw a card. Oh, he's back in my hand. So I'm going to spend 2 of Biffer's resources for that and tap Legacy, draw, Dwarven Tomb. I wonder if it's possible to take him out. So I would need to hit him for 16. I don't have that kind of power. Well, if I sneak attack Gandalf, then I do 4 damage, then I would need to hit him for 12. Gandalf swings for 4, 6, 7. It's possible. As long as I don't draw another enemy. Oh, shoot. He dealt 3 damage. Oh, man. How long has he been up there? He just showed up, right? Oh, damn. I forgot to deal 3 damage. Well, I'll kill that Longbeard map maker. Oh, man. Are there 2 people dead? I'll just give 3 damage to Dane, because I think it was 2 rounds. Okay. Hasn't been long. Alright, turn 8, so yeah, I'm not sure actually with losing him if I can do it. So let's say I play, if I were to play him during the quest, or is there anything I want to do during the, no there's not. I could quest with him, I could just lose the quest, I could just say screw it. But if I draw I have to not draw a tentacle enemy. That's what it's going to depend on. 3, 13 minus 7 is 4. think it's possible. 3, 4. On quest for 4. This is risky. I've never beaten this by killing him. A quest for 4. First player attached wrap to a hero he controls. I'm just going to cancel this. Test of will. I quested for 4, straight up. I did not quest successfully. Right? It's even. It's neither successful, so he stays, but he's exhausted. Okay, I'm going to optionally engage this guy. So I have to block his attack. Well, the Hammersmith will take one for the team here. I have to discard 2 resources from each hero I control. That's brutal, but I think I'm still okay because I still have 1 for sneak attack. He kills the Hammersmith. Okay, I think I've got this. I think I'm going to kill him right now. So in my combat phase, I'm going to play sneak attack and put out Gandalf and do 4 damage to the Watcher. This is exciting. I never thought I would kill him. Okay, so Gandalf is in. This is in my combat phase, and then I'm declaring to the attack, and I'm going to ready him after declaring him. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 minus 7 is 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That kills him. Okay. So I declare everybody attacking, and he readies, so that it gives everybody the net +1. 2, 4, 5, 6 plus 4 is 10. See, it wouldn't be enough otherwise. So thankfully I have Dane, God of Dwarves. So he goes into my victory display. If the players have at least 3 victory points and defeat this stage, they've won the game. So I'm still not in, but I kill the Watcher. So I guess it's sort of like either you're a race against time and figure out the puzzle and run through the doors before he gets you, or you fight him and you kill him, so you've eliminated the threat, so you basically have all the time you need at your leisure to open the doors. Wow, so 8 turns, 39 threat, and I really hope I didn't mess up the rules with him. I think it was 2 rounds. It might have only been 1 round, but I killed 1, so my score would be like 80. Well, that would cancel the wounds. So 80 plus 39, 119. All right, well, okay, that was the adventure. I mean, you know, like you saw the nasty card that like if that had revealed a tentacle enemy, it's just an extra tentacle. It's really bad if it fires, because if it's a tentacle enemy, you have another enemy and it's doomed 5. But if it doesn't trigger, it's like but there's no like midpoint. If there's no condition where add the enemy but not the threat, or vice versa. It's the enemy and the threat, and that's just like nasty. But again, like I took the threat reduction out because like these tentacles, like I said, are 12, and I think the other one is 18, and then another one is 16, something like that. Thrashing is 12, and striking is 18, and then you've got the warg for 30, and you've got an orc for 32. And it's just 12 and 18. Black orc, 12 and 18, 12 and 18. Yeah, it's basically just them with some wolves and a little bit of wolf, a little bit of orc. All right, well that's Watcher in the Water. I think it's a pretty cool scenario, but it can hose you with the card draw. But that time it just didn't hose me with the card draw. I got that nasty card, and there's 3 copies of it. I think that's the worst card because it can pull out and synergize. But I didn't get a lot of enemies early on, so I was able to build up, and I didn't even play my... what other changes did I make to the deck? Left Arwen, she's still in there. Shadow of the Past. Put extra Matham. I don't remember what I put when I was discussing the deck, but well, that's it. So next will be another opening of the next product, and thanks for watching.